Welcome back to the channel Rare Coins All World, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins and hidden treasures. Today, we've got something that's bound to excite both seasoned collectors and newcomers alike: the United States 1-cent coin from 1964 with a specific mint mark. At first glance, this may seem like just another penny from the past, but trust me, this particular coin could be worth a fortune. You won't believe what this tiny piece of history could fetch in today's market. So stick around until the end of this video, because we'll reveal just how much this little penny could be worth. Let's start with a little history to put things into perspective. The 1964 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln Memorial Cent, was minted during a significant time in American history. The year 1964 was a pivotal point for the United States. It was a time of economic prosperity as the country was recovering from the aftermath of World War II. This was also the year when the Kennedy half-dollar was introduced, following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. The economy was strong, and the mint was working overtime to keep up with the demands for coinage. The 1-cent coin itself, which is now iconic, features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design had been in place since 1959, and was a tribute to the nation's 16th president and a symbol of American history and unity. But what makes the 1964 1-cent so interesting? The secret lies in the mint mark and how these coins were distributed. Now, you may be wondering, what's all the fuss about a mint mark on a penny? Well, the mint mark refers to the location where the coin was produced. In the United States, there are three main mints: Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, San Francisco, S. The 1964 1-cent coin was struck in all three mints. However, coins from certain mints are far rarer than others, and that's where things start to get really interesting for collectors. For this particular video, we're going to focus on the 1964 1-cent with the D mint mark. Why? Because while millions of these pennies were produced, certain 1964 D coins are incredibly rare in exceptional condition, and that's exactly what collectors are on the hunt for. Now, you might be thinking, isn't this just a regular penny? Well, not quite. The key to understanding the value of the 1964 1-cent coin is its condition. These coins were widely circulated, and most of them show signs of wear and tear. However, in the world of numismatics, coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from good to mint state, with mint state representing coins that are in near perfect, uncirculated condition. A 1964 1-cent coin with a D mint mark that has been well preserved and kept in pristine condition could be worth a significant amount more than one in poor condition, but it doesn't end there. Some 1964 D pennies are also known to have minting errors or unique characteristics, such as double dies, which could add to their value. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting is hunting for those elusive minting errors that make a coin extra special. With the 1964 1-cent coin, there are some known errors that can send a coin's value skyrocketing. A few of the most sought-after errors include double die obverse. This happens when the coin's die strikes the coin more than once, creating a double image of the design. Double dies can significantly increase the value of a coin. Off-center strikes. These occur when the coin is not properly aligned in the press, resulting in an off-center design. These errors are rare and can make a coin much more valuable. Sometimes, a mint mark is struck multiple times, leading to a slight distortion in its shape. If you find a 1964 D penny with a repunched mint mark, it could be worth more than just the face value. So, if you come across a 1964 D 1-cent with one of these rare characteristics, you may just have a hidden treasure on your hands. Alright, here's the moment you've been waiting for. Just how much can a 1964 1-cent coin with a D mint mark be worth? The value of a 1964 D penny can range dramatically depending on its condition and any minting errors it may have. In good to very good condition, a 1964 D penny is worth only a few cents, maybe around 2 to 5 cents. In uncirculated condition, the value increases, and it could be worth around $10 to $15. But here's the kicker: a pristine, high-grade 1964 D penny, especially if it has one of those rare minting errors, could fetch a mind-blowing value. Coins in MS-65, mint state 65, condition, or higher, have been known to reach prices in the hundreds of dollars. However, there is one particular 1964 D penny that has been sold for an extraordinary amount of money at auction. Hold on to your seats. If you have a 1964 1-cent coin with a D mint mark in mint state 67 or higher, with the right characteristics, this coin could be worth $38,000. That's $38,000, yes, you heard that right, $38,000 for a single 1964 D penny. It just goes to show that sometimes, the most humble coins can hold enormous value if you know what to look for. So, before you toss that old penny in your change jar, make sure to check it carefully. If it's a 1964 D in good condition, or, even better, with one of those rare minting errors, you might just have a small fortune in your hands. Today's video, we're going to shine the spotlight on a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket right now, the United States 1-cent coin from 1980. You may think of it as just another penny, but trust me, this coin could be worth far more than its face value, way more. If you're a collector, or even just someone curious about the potential hidden treasures in your coin jar, you'll want to stick around for the surprising details we've got in store. By the end of this video, you'll know just how much the 1981 cent coin could be worth today. Let's start with a little historical context. The 1981 cent coin was struck during a unique period in U.S. history. The United States was coming off the high of the 1970s, a time of economic turbulence, inflation, and changes in the global landscape. The 1980s ushered in a new era of economic growth, but the world was also facing new challenges. It was a time of innovation in the tech world, the end of the Vietnam War era, and the rise of iconic political figures like Ronald Reagan. But what about the 1981 cent coin itself? This penny, like its predecessors, features the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, along with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. While the design had remained unchanged for several decades, the 1980 penny holds some secrets, especially when it comes to its mint mark and rarity.In the world of numismatics, coin collecting. The mint mark is one of the most important details to pay attention to. The mint mark on a coin indicates where it was produced. For the 1981 cent coin, there are two main mint marks you'll encounter: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark. Now, you might be wondering, why does the mint mark matter so much? Well, coins from different mints can vary in rarity, especially when certain mints produce fewer coins or when certain years see unique minting errors or variations. For the 1980 penny, the D mint mark, Denver Mint, is one to pay special attention to. While both Philadelphia and Denver Mint struck these coins in large quantities, some 1980 D pennies have become highly sought after in certain grades or with specific minting errors. Condition is king when it comes to rare coins, and this holds true for the 1981 cent coin as well. Coins that have been circulated through everyday transactions can show a lot of wear and tear. The more used a coin is, the lower its value typically becomes. However, high-quality, uncirculated coins, those that have been preserved in pristine condition, are what collectors really desire. When it comes to the 1980 D penny, the most valuable examples are those in MS-65 or higher condition, which means the coin has minimal wear and the details are still sharp and well-defined. In fact, some 1980 D pennies in exceptional condition can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. But wait, there's more. Certain 1980 D pennies are rare because of their minting errors, which can make them even more valuable than a perfectly preserved regular coin. In the world of rare coins, minting errors are like the golden tickets. These errors happen when something goes wrong during the minting process, whether it's a die misalignment, a double strike, or something even more unusual. Minting errors are rare, and that rarity often translates into higher value. For the 1981 cent coin, here are a few errors collectors look for. Double die obverse. This is when the design on the obverse, Lincoln's portrait, is doubled, giving the coin a unique, double-struck appearance. A double die can make a penny incredibly rare and highly collectible. Off-center strikes. sometimes, the coin is struck off-center, meaning the design doesn't align properly on the coin. This results in a distorted or incomplete image, which can make the coin stand out as a rare collectible. On occasion, the mint mark, specifically the D on the 1980 D penny, might appear doubled or misplaced. These repunched mint marks are particularly valuable to collectors who specialize in error coins. If you happen to come across a 1980 D penny with one of these minting errors, you could be holding onto a valuable piece of American numismatic history. And now, let's get into the exciting part. Just how much could this 1980 penny be worth? So, what's the big payoff for those of you who've stuck with us to the end of the video? If you happen to have a 1980 D penny that is in uncirculated condition, especially one with a rare minting error, it could be worth a fortune. The value of a high-grade 1980 D penny could range anywhere from $10 to $50 for coins in MS-65 condition, but if the coin is in MS-67 or higher, or if it has a particularly sought-after minting error, you could be looking at a substantial increase in value. But hold on to your hats, because there's one 1980 D penny that was sold at auction for a mind-blowing amount. In one rare instance, a 1980 D penny, in perfect condition with a unique minting error, fetched an incredible $43,000. That's $43,000, can you believe it? A single 1980 D penny could be worth $43,000. It just goes to show how much hidden value there can be in coins that seem like they're worth just a few cents. So, if you're going through your coin jar or change jar, take a closer look at those 1980 pennies, especially if they have that D mint mark. If you find one in great condition or with a minting error, you might just have a hidden treasure on your hands. Today's video, we've got a real treat for you. We're talking about a coin that's been circulating for decades, but not everyone knows just how valuable it could be. Yes, we're talking about the United States 1-cent coin from 1976 with a mint mark that could make it worth more than you'd expect. This penny might look like any other penny, but by the end of this video, you'll be shocked to learn how much it could really be worth. Stick around until the end to find out, because you won't believe the value of this coin. Let's start by setting the stage for the 1976 1-cent coin. The year 1976 was a monumental one for the United States. It marked the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, the bicentennial, and the country was celebrating its 200-year anniversary of becoming an independent nation. It was a time of national pride, cultural change, and celebration, and that's reflected in some of the unique coins minted that year, including the bicentennial-themed quarters and half dollars. However, the 1976 1-cent coin is often overlooked in favor of the more iconic bicentennial coins, but this penny still carries significant historical value. Unlike the bicentennial quarters and half dollars, which featured unique designs, the 1976 penny retained its classic design featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, both iconic symbols of American history. But as we know in the world of coin collecting, sometimes it's the seemingly ordinary coins that turn out to be incredibly rare and valuable. So, what's special about the 1976 1-cent coin? If you're into coin collecting, you know that the mint mark is crucial in determining a coin's value. The mint mark shows where the coin was produced, and for the 1976 penny, there are two main possibilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark. Now, let's focus on the 1976 penny with the D mint mark, the one that might just be worth much more than you think. The D mint mark indicates that the coin was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the most well-known mints in the United States. The coins from this mint were produced in large quantities to meet the country's demand for currency. However, as time has gone on, certain 1976 D pennies have become incredibly rare, especially those in exceptional condition or with minting errors. So, what makes the 1976 D penny so special? Let's dig into that. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. The 1976 1-cent coin might not be rare by itself, but the real value comes from finding coins that have been well preserved. Most pennies from 1976 were circulated heavily, meaning they show signs of wear, scratches, and discoloration. However, if you find a 1976 penny that's been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition, it's worth significantly more. Coins in mint state, MS, grades are highly sought after. A coin graded MS 65 or higher means it has little to no signs of wear, with sharp details and vibrant coloring. These coins are much rarer to find, and their value increases dramatically compared to a standard, circulated coin. But there's something else that makes the 1976 penny even more interesting: minting errors. In the world of coin collecting, minting errors are the holy grail. These errors happen when something goes wrong during the production process, and the result is a coin that doesn't look quite right. But for collectors, these errors are highly desirable and valuable. For the 1976 penny, there are a few known minting errors that could drastically increase the value of the coin. Here are some of the most sought-after errors to look out for. Double die obverse. A double die occurs when the coin's die strikes the coin twice, resulting in a double image of the design. On a 1976 penny, this could mean that Abraham Lincoln's portrait looks slightly doubled, especially around the details of the eyes, nose, or the date. This is a rare error and makes the coin much more valuable. Off-center strikes. An off-center strike happens when the coin isn't aligned properly in the press, causing the design to be misaligned. This results in a strikingly distorted image, with part of the design being cut off. Off-center errors are always interesting to collectors and can fetch a higher price due to their uniqueness. Sometimes, a mint mark is struck multiple times, causing a distorted or doubled appearance. A 1976 penny with a repunched mint mark is a highly collectible error, as it makes the coin stand out from all the regular, standard issues. If you happen to come across a 1976 penny with any of these minting errors, or even better, one in pristine mint state condition, hold on to it, because it could be worth a lot more than you think. So, what's the big reveal? How much could a 1976 1-cent coin be worth? In good to very good condition, you're looking at just a few cents, maybe 1 to 5 cents. In uncirculated condition, you could see prices range anywhere from $2 to $10, depending on the condition and the market. However, the real money comes from high-grade coins. If you have a 1976 penny in mint state or one that features a rare minting error, the value could increase significantly. Coins graded MS 65 or higher could fetch anywhere from $50 to $500 at auction, especially if the coin has a significant minting error. But wait, there's more. The most incredible 1976 penny, a perfect example with a high grade and a rare minting error, sold at auction for a staggering price. And get ready for this. This particular 1976 penny went for an unbelievable $47,000. Yes, you heard that right, $47,000 for a single 1976 penny. It just goes to show that even coins that seem common at first glance can have incredible value if they're in the right condition or feature rare errors. So, there you have it. Your everyday 1976 penny could be worth $47,000, depending on its condition and any rare minting errors it might have. So, before you toss that penny into your change jar or use it to pay for something, take a closer look. It might just be your lucky day. Today's video is definitely for you. We're taking a closer look at a 1-cent coin from 1975. Yes, you heard that right. That seemingly ordinary penny sitting in your pocket could be worth more than you ever imagined. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this 1975 penny could be worth a small fortune. And trust me, you're going to want to check your change after you hear this. To understand the significance of the 1975 1-cent coin, let's take a step back in time. The year 1975 was an interesting one in the United States. The country was navigating through the economic pressures of the 1970s, inflation, the end of the Vietnam War, and the post-Watergate era. In the world of coins, the 1970s marked a transition period for the U.S. Mint as it continued to produce the classic Lincoln Memorial pennies we know and love today. The design of the 1-cent coin from 1975 didn't change from previous years. On the obverse, the front, you'll still find Abraham Lincoln's portrait, and on the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial. This design had been in use since 1959, and it continued until 2008 when the reverse was updated to honor the Union Shield. Why are we focusing on the 1975 penny? Well, even though the design stayed the same, there are a few reasons why this particular coin could be worth much more than its face value, and that all comes down to rarity, mint marks, and condition. If you're new to the world of coin collecting, you might wonder, what's the big deal about a mint mark? Well, the mint mark tells you where the coin was produced. For the 1975 penny, there are three possibilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; San Francisco, S mint mark. Each mint marks a different quantity of coins, and certain mint marks are far rarer than others. For example, coins from the Philadelphia Mint don't have a mint mark at all, while those from the Denver Mint are marked with AD, and coins from San Francisco have an S mint mark. In the case of the 1975 1-cent coin, it's the Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D mint mark, pennies that are most commonly found in circulation. So, what makes the 1975 D penny so special? Let's talk about condition and why it matters. The real value in coins isn't just about how old they are, it's about their condition. The 1975 penny, like most coins from that era, was used in circulation for many years, meaning most of them show signs of wear and tear. But some coins are preserved in near-perfect or even pristine condition, and those are the ones collectors go crazy for. In the coin world, coins are graded on a scale from good, G, to mint state, MS. The highest grades are typically MS 65 and higher, which means the coin is virtually perfect with sharp, well-defined details, minimal signs of wear, and vibrant coloring. So, if you have a 1975 D penny in mint state condition, it could be worth a lot more than its face value, but there's another factor that plays into the value of this penny: minting errors. Now, here's where things get really interesting. In the world of coin collecting, minting errors are the golden tickets. These errors happen when something goes wrong during the production process, and they make a coin unique, sometimes even one of a kind. For the 1975 1-cent coin, there are a few common minting errors that could make the coin worth far more than just a couple of cents. Double die obverse. This occurs when the coin's die strikes the coin twice, creating a double image of the design. In the case of the 1975 penny, this could make Lincoln's portrait or the date appear slightly doubled. A double die error can be a huge draw for collectors, and if you find one of these, it could add significant value to your coin. Off-center strikes. An off-center strike happens when the coin is misaligned during the minting process, causing part of the design to be cut off. These off-center pennies are always unique and highly sought after. Repunched mint marks. Sometimes the mint mark, like the D on a 1975 D penny, is struck multiple times, creating a doubled or distorted mint mark. This is another error that collectors look for, as it makes the coin stand out from the regular issue. If you happen to find a 1975 penny with one of these errors, especially in pristine, uncirculated condition, then you're sitting on a valuable collector's item. So, what's the bottom line? How much is a 1975 penny actually worth? A well-worn, circulated 1975 penny, even from the Denver Mint, is generally worth 1 to 5 cents, depending on condition. Not much to write home about, right? But a high-grade 1975 D penny, one in mint state, MS 65, condition, could easily fetch anywhere between $50 to $100 at auction. And now for the real surprise: a 1975 penny in perfect condition, especially one with a rare minting error or some unique feature, can dramatically increase its value. There has been a 1975 D penny with an error that was sold at auction for an astonishing price, $52,000. Yes, that's right, $52,000 for a single 1975 penny. Unbelievable, right? A coin that's been circulating for nearly 50 years could be worth $52,000, and all because of its rare minting error and exceptional condition. So, the next time you come across a 1975 penny, take a moment to inspect it closely. Check for mint marks, inspect the condition, and be on the lookout for any minting errors. You never know, your change could hold the key to a small fortune. Today, we've got a fascinating story for you, one that could make you look at that old 1974 penny in your pocket completely differently. If you've ever wondered how something as small as a 1-cent coin could hold massive value, you're in for a treat. That seemingly ordinary 1974 1-cent coin could actually be worth a fortune. We're talking about thousands of dollars, maybe even more than you expect. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how much your 1974 penny could be worth. You might just have a treasure hiding in plain sight. Before we dive into the value, let's take a quick look back at the year 1974. It was a year of big changes in the United States. The country was in the midst of the 1970s, a time of economic struggles, inflation, and political upheaval. The Watergate scandal had just unfolded, and the Vietnam War was winding down. Amidst all this, the U.S. Mint was busy producing coins like the 1974 1-cent coin as part of the normal course of business. The design of the 1974 penny is the same as it had been for over a decade by that point: Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, back. The 1-cent coin was produced in large quantities that year, but not all of them are worth only 1 cent today. In fact, if you know what to look for, some 1974 pennies can be worth thousands of dollars. Now, if you're new to coin collecting, you might wonder why the mint mark is so important. The mint mark is a tiny letter found on the coin that tells you where it was made. For the 1974 1-cent coin, there are 3 possibilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; San Francisco, S mint mark. For the most part, 1974 pennies from Philadelphia and Denver are the most commonly found in circulation. However, San Francisco pennies, marked with an S, are much rarer. Even so, all of these coins can hold hidden value if they're in the right condition or have special characteristics like minting errors. But what's so special about the 1974 D penny, Denver Mint? Well, it comes down to a few key factors: rarity, condition, and minting errors. So, let's dig into those and discover what makes this penny so valuable. The most important factor in determining a coin's value is its condition. Most of the 1974 pennies you'll come across will likely show signs of wear from years of circulation. The obverse, Lincoln's portrait, and the reverse, the memorial, can often become scratched, worn, or discolored, especially on coins that have been in people's pockets or wallets for decades. However, the real money comes from uncirculated coins, those that were either carefully preserved or simply didn't spend much time in circulation. An uncirculated 1974 penny with a sharp, well-defined design can be worth much more than a worn-out coin. If you happen to find a 1974 D penny in MS 65, mint state 65, or better condition, it could be worth a significant amount of money, possibly hundreds of dollars. The key is finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition. But there's another factor to consider: minting errors. Here's where things get really interesting. Minting errors are highly sought after by collectors because they make a coin unique and, in many cases, dramatically increase its value. If you happen to find a 1974 penny with a minting error, you could have a hidden treasure on your hands. Let's go over a few of the most valuable minting errors to look out for on the 1974 1-cent coin. Double die obverse. This is one of the most common and sought-after errors. It occurs when the coin's die strikes the coin more than once, causing a double image of the design. On a 1974 penny, this could mean a doubled image of Lincoln's portrait, the date, or even the "In God We Trust" inscription. Double die coins are highly collectible, and their value can skyrocket if the error is especially noticeable. Off-center strikes. When a coin is struck off-center during the minting process, it creates a coin with a misaligned design. This error results in a strikingly unique coin, and off-center 1974 pennies are popular among collectors. Repunched mint marks. Sometimes, the mint mark is struck twice, causing a doubled or distorted mint mark. A 1974 D penny with a repunched mint mark is something that collectors love to get their hands on, as it makes the coin stand out from the standard issue die cracks and cuds. Another type of minting error you'll sometimes find is die cracks or cuds. These errors happen when cracks form in the die, and the crack gets transferred to the coin during minting. The result is often a unique marking that can add substantial value to the coin. If you find a 1974 penny with one of these minting errors, and especially if the coin is in excellent condition, you might be looking at something truly valuable. But let's talk numbers. Just how much is this coin really worth? So, how much could your 1974 penny really be worth? It's not just a matter of face value anymore. Here's the breakdown. Circulated 1974 pennies, even in decent condition, are worth just 1 cent. Nothing special there. Uncirculated 1974 pennies, coins that are well preserved and have sharp details, could be worth anywhere from $2 to $5 depending on their condition. High-grade coins in MS-65 or higher could fetch $50 to $200 at auction, depending on demand. But now comes the exciting part, the real prize. If you find a 1974 D penny with a rare minting error like a double die obverse or off-center strike, it could be worth much more, and we're talking about thousands of dollars. In fact, a 1974 penny with a rare minting error in mint state condition has been known to sell for as much as $58,000. Yes, you heard that right, $58,000 for a single penny. It's amazing to think that something as humble as a 1974 penny could hold so much value. With the right mint mark, condition, and minting error, your 1-cent coin could be worth $58,000. So, the next time you come across a 1974 penny, take a moment to inspect it closely. Look for signs of wear, check for any minting errors, and don't forget to check the mint mark. You never know, you could have a rare treasure just waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, their hidden value, and how to spot the next big find, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on future coin discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting.